Welcome to Backwards Engineering, where we're going to show you how to build a portable cell phone charger using this 12 volt 5 amp hour battery and this cigarette lighter USB port that I got from Canadian Tire. So it's pretty easy. This attaches to the battery, but it's portable and the battery can be recharged by connecting it to a 12 volt battery. So let's say for me, I was out on the boat, and to charge up our phone at the end of the day, you had to put it on the boat, and the tents are up on shore, the boat's down at the lake, so you had to wait a couple hours for your cell phone to get charged or whatever you're trying to charge, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I figure I can connect this to the battery and charge that battery up on the boat when I need to, and at nighttime you can bring the battery and this up to the tent, use it probably for a few days in a row before it would need to ever be charged again. It's 5 amp hour battery, and cell phone doesn't take very much to charge, so you can charge your cell phone, your vapes. We have a little Bluetooth speaker, anything you can plug into a USB or cigarette lighter, including a cigarette lighter, you will be able to do with this. Got it hooked up here, and I'm just trying to decide where to put it. I had it over here on the side like this, but I think that I'd catch on. It looks all right over there, but I think I'd catch on something easy setting it down or picking it up and potentially rip this off. So I think I'm going to fasten it here on top in between, and I think that just gives a little bit more protection on top. And when you're doing this, make sure to leave a little bit bare. I did it right here. You can do it anywhere you want on the connection. Leave a little bit bare on your connections. This one's totally bare. I'm just going to leave it that way. That's the negative. And the positive has enough of it is bare wire for what I need. I want to be able to attach a pair of alligator clips onto here so that I can connect it to another 12 volt battery for when it comes time to charging. So here's the double-ended alligator clips that I'll be using for the charger. So you just bend these up and attach your alligator clips onto it like so. I don't want to wreck the alligator clips, so I'm just going to tape the alligator clips up on top of it here. And it should work good like that. So once you've got your alligator clips taped on, just bend the nubs back down, and then I'm going to go around it with tape around here just to make sure it holds on nice and tight and can't catch on anything and rip them off. So the first thing that I did while building this was connect both posts on, so I've been live the whole time, and I've got these alligator clips I've been putting them in places to kind of keep them safe there. But yeah, I think that's probably the last step, if I did this again, that I would do, is connecting the posts. I think I'd put the rest of it together first, but I guess it wouldn't be called backwards engineering if we did it right the first time. So yeah, lessons learned along the way. Another thing is I went and taped these alligator clips on, and now I realize that I can't shut this thing off unless I add a switch now. And I don't really have a switch laying around, so I'm going to take this off and make it so the alligator clip is attached to the clip that's here, so I can just pop the negative off whenever I want to kill the power to it. Backwards engineering. So I got lucky and I did it right the first time, kind of by accident, and put the alligator clip on so that it can just go on and off. I can pull this off, shut her down, and easily clip her back on. Back to having power. Starting to come together. It's usable now. All I'd have to do is hook it up here. I guess it was usable right from the start. But anyway, yeah, you could use it. Disconnected, but I want this fixed to it so it's not loose. I'm going to use this 5-minute epoxy from the dollar store, and it's awesome stuff. I've used it on a lot of things. It's super strong. Main thing with this stuff is make sure you give it a good mix. If you don't give it a good mix, it's not gonna set well. And one thing that I've learned, another thing that I've learned with it, is to mix it up in something small, depending on how much you're using. Because if you start trying to mix this in a big surface, like let's say the lid of a margarine container or what have you, you'll waste most of your epoxy spread out over the surface that you're trying to mix it in. So I try and use just a small little mixing bowl like this, and that way I'm not mixing any, and I can keep it all together while I'm mixing it. Makes it much easier to use, and you'll use far less of this epoxy. I used one lid full of the epoxy, and just use this little paintbrush and dab some in the 4 screw holes that it has. Can't go putting screws into the battery, so, and I painted a little bit around the edges of the base here. So just that little bit should hold it. I'm gonna just hold it down, let it set here for a couple of minutes, and then see what it's like. See if I need to add a little bit more or what. This should be enough though, I would think. So you can just hook it onto your 12-volt battery, any 12-volt battery. This is just in my pickup truck here. It's pretty dirty under here, but does the trick. Anyway, hook up your positive alligator clip and your negative alligator clip, and you can charge it this way. So it's a pretty functional little unit here. You can still pretty lightweight. You can put it in a backpack or whatever if you're hiking and get several charges out of this. You can also just hook it up directly to a solar panel. Got a 40-watt solar panel here. Doesn't matter how much the wattage is. It can be a 100-watt solar panel, 20-watt, whatever you want, as long as it's 12-volt. And as long as it's the way I have it set up, it should be set up so that you can charge. Well, you could do this one if you just hooked up because I don't have it. It would have to be on for mine to charge the way I have it, unless I did this and took the negative off, and whoops, better make sure that doesn't touch. Anyhow, and came up here with the negative from the solar panel, and then I can charge it without it being on. So I should also have a charge controller. I just couldn't find my charge controller for the solar panel, and that will shut off your solar panel before you burn out your battery once it's fully charged. Let's put this to the test. I got a little 12-volt cigarette lighter fan here. I haven't tried it yet. I've tried it in my truck though, and the fan works. So let's see if the unit works. Oops. Came out. There we go. Look at that. Don't have one of the little USB plugins. It comes with a single port USB, and here I am charging my vape. So that's on and charging. Charge anything you want that you would charge through your cigarette lighter on your car or a USB. So there you have it. How to build your own little off-grid or hiking or camping USB cell phone charging device, or whatever you want to charge 12-volt off the USB outlet.